How to live well even when your children forget you. Have you ever sat in a quiet room, staring at your phone, waiting? Waiting for a message, a call, any sign that your children are thinking of you? But nothing comes. It's a silence many older parents know all too well. And it hurts. You raised them, loved them, gave up so much for them, but now they seem to have moved on. If this is something you felt, I want you to know, you are not alone. And more importantly, your life still holds deep meaning, connection, and joy. Even if they don't call. Even if they forget. Today, I want to share with you 6 powerful ways to live well, even when your children grow distant. 1. Let go of silent expectations. Meet Joan, 68. Every Sunday, she'd set the table for 2 extra places, just in case her kids showed up. They rarely did. She never said it out loud, but in her heart, she was always waiting. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean giving up on love. It means releasing yourself from the pain of repeated disappointment. When we stop holding on to shoulds, they should visit. They should call. We start giving ourselves the gift of peace. Start each day with 0 assumptions. What comes is a blessing. What doesn't, you're still whole. 2. Rediscover yourself outside of mom or dad. When the kids were young, your name was Mom. Dad. That title became your identity. But now, it's time to ask, who am I beyond that? Take George, 72. After retiring and watching his sons drift away, he felt lost. But one day, he picked up his old sketchpad. Drawing landscapes brought him joy again, the kind of joy that didn't depend on anyone else. You are more than your role as a parent. You are a person with passions, memories, dreams still blooming. Reclaim that. 3. Build a new circle of connection. When family steps away, community steps in, if you let it. Consider Elaine, 70. Her daughter moved across the country and rarely stayed in touch. Instead of withdrawing, Elaine started attending a weekly gardening group. Now, her Wednesdays are filled with laughter, shared stories, and cups of tea under the sun. Connection isn't limited to blood. Sometimes, it's found in a neighbor, a book club, or even online forums for those your age. Don't wait to be invited. Create the space where others can find you. 4. Honor your story. Not just theirs. Parents often live through their children's milestones, first steps, graduations, weddings. But what about your milestones? What about the chapters of your story still waiting to be written? Start journaling. Or record videos of your memories and lessons. Write letters to your younger self. Your story matters, and the world still needs to hear it. In fact, there's something powerful about living for your own legacy, not just theirs. 5. Choose joy on purpose. Happiness doesn't always happen to us. Sometimes we have to go out and create it. Harold, 75, lost touch with his son years ago. But every morning, he walks to the bakery, buys a small almond pastry, and shares a smile with the girl at the counter. It's a small ritual, but it fills his day with warmth. Joy doesn't need to be grand. It can be found in music, in sunlight, in watering a plant, or volunteering your time. Let joy be a habit, not just a reaction. 6. Forgive and free yourself. This one is the hardest and the most healing. Sometimes, the distance from our children carries silent pain, arguments never resolved, words never said, decisions misunderstood. You can't go back and rewrite the past, but you can choose to forgive, both them and yourself. Holding on to resentment is like holding your breath. It only suffocates you. Start with compassion. Write them a letter you may never send. Speak the words in your heart. Then let them go like leaves in the wind. Because freedom begins with forgiveness. So, if your children have grown distant, emotionally or physically, please remember this: you still matter. You are still deeply loved, by the universe, by life itself, and by others you've yet to meet. Your story isn't over. In fact, some of the best chapters may just be beginning. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you experienced this kind of distance from your children? Which of these ideas spoke to you the most? If this video offered you comfort, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be feeling forgotten too. Let's remind each other, we are never truly alone. Thank you for being here. Yellow Heart.